time hearing this or not. But this was her video called Candace Wells.
What are you going to do, Candace? The reason I'm not there now is I already knew you would not let me on your property to look for your daughter. Candace, there's a sign there over my shoulder. Something I so try to live by. But then there's times that I get triggered, especially when it involves children. What are you going to do, Candace? The reason I'm not there now is I already knew you would not let me on your property to look for your daughter. Candace, there's a sign there over my shoulder. Something I so try to live by. But then there's times that I get triggered, especially when it involves children. What are you going to do, Candace? Candace and Dawn and the grandmother. This little story going around about some man being around there wanting to touch children. Where'd that come from? You know, a few weeks ago when I started looking at this and connecting the dots between your friends and many of them being registered sex offenders in your area, I found that very disturbing. And every time I do something like this, look into missing child, all the other ones come right back in my head. I've only found one alive before, and that's because I was contacted within a few hours when that toddler come up missing. And when I got to the scene, Morgan County law enforcement, Alabama was there, people from the church. It was actually an employee of mine, his son, that was missing. So, people I knew were there looking. And I went in the house before I headed to the woods. I didn't even get to the woods. And I talked to the mother, and I said, you know, what were your steps? And she told us they'd come back from the store, come back from town. Well, they had other boys as well. They were always busy. And I started thinking, and I heard in my head, he's in the van. And I said, did you check the van? She said, we checked the van several times. I said, well, I'm going to go out and look for your son. I was going down the steps, going right by the van, going to go in the back toward the woods. And I heard in my head, he's in the van. So I hollered at her. I said, come out here, let's check the van one more time. We opened the side doors. I got in. And right in the very back, by the back doors, under a seat, was her little boy, curled up asleep. That's the only one. I'll show you something, Candace and Dawn. See this? High psi. Highly psychic. I went through a lot of trouble, a lot of pain to get my experiences documented by psychical research foundations, by clergy, by psychologists. You didn't want Summer found because you knew Juanita was there in town. You would have allowed her on the property if you really wanted Summer found. You never know where I'm going to show up. That's what I'm known for. Later.